Hello everybody and welcome. Hello. It's nice to be here again. It is, and we're not casting GSL today. Today we are casting Clash of Nations. But first, I am your host Fede. Hello everybody, and this is Arma. Say hi, Arma.
Hi everyone.
Hello. So you saw him last time. I think we casted GSL. This is a bit of a more friendly competitions, let's say. But it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be a 48 versus 48. So when they asked me to cast a full server, I was like, I mean, why not? It's just mayhem, right? So might as well do it. And yeah, it's the teams should be Germany against Sweden, but with the Swedish squad, I think there is an Italian one as well. So I'll be looking forward to see my my connationals in action tonight.
Yeah, your fellow countrymen.
Yeah, I know, right? And who are you rooting for? Let's just say it.
Who am I rooting for?
Are you going for Sweden, or do you have to go for the Germans?
Well, I am half Swede, but I do love the German language and had it all through my school years. But as a half Swede on my mother's side, I will go for Sweden today.
All right, so let's we'll see. I have to go with my fellow Italians, but I think we'll see if they actually stand up to the task of beating the Germans, And,
both very biased of us.
Yeah, definitely very biased, but I have to go with them. And to be fair though, I hope that it's just gonna be a great game, and that's all I want. That's all I care about as a caster. So I don't really care, to be honest, who wins and who doesn't. But yeah. So
I think it's gonna be a fun game.
Yeah, I think it is. The layer is gonna be Narva, which is if you have been following us for a little bit at least, you'll know that I casted so many scrims and so many games on Narva. So I'm kind of sick of it, and I know it like the palm of my hand. So it's gonna be. But I haven't casted it in quite a little bit. So there's that. At least a little bit, going back to the origins, and at least there's that. How do you like Narva? What do you enjoy playing Narva, Arma?
Well, the Narva for me is sort of very a lot of things happen like the same on Narva. A lot of things repeat themselves and where things are and how habs play out. But I do love there's like a difference between like the open area and then there's urban city where you can fight as well. And depending on public servers where the caps go, there's like a lot of different elements to take care for as a squad leader and as a squad member. The urban city gives a lot of dangerous places for snipers to be up in the buildings, and the open area in the south of the map just opens up for armor and allows them to play a lot.
Yeah, and I think armor is going to be a big part. In a 48 versus 48, armor can really be a massive important, especially for delivering the troops and also providing a lot of fire support. So I think we'll see a bit of armor action. I'm gonna say it right now, and it's gonna be really hard to follow everything that happens because of 48 players. It's like casting a pub game. So it is gonna be very hard to pick up on everything, and I already apologize if you're watching this VOD back and I miss your kill or miss your funny death or whatever. But I can be at only one place at one time. So yeah, I've Armadillo today helping me with the admin cam duties, but you can only see one thing from this stream. And hopefully we'll catch you. Hopefully we'll catch your fantastic kill that you're definitely gonna do. We hope.
With so many players, it's even going to be harder than in Pro League, right?
Oh yeah.
With a lot of 48 versus 48, I mean that's a lot of players going up against each other.
That is indeed a lot of players.
But yeah, national honor is at stake. So I hope really all the players stand up to the task and deliver their best.
Yeah, this is you'll get a Medal of Honor. If you win this game, and if you lose this game, you'll no longer be a citizen of that country. I'm afraid to say.
Yeah,
So yeah, this
definitely.
is how much squad matters to each nation, you know.
Yeah, true actually.
So we are just waiting in the meantime for the game to start. And I just wanna give a little quick shout out to Limited Swede, who asked, the organization who asked me to cast this game, and him in particular, that I was the intermediary, and kind of worked as an informer of what was happening and everything. And yeah, hopefully we'll have a lot of fun. I know we will, and it's hopefully it's not gonna be a steamroll, But 48 players, I think, should be fine.
Yeah, definitely will.
Okay, sorry. Yeah,
I'm just setting everything up for me, and I'll be looking forward to seeing all these players. There's a lot of players here I know personally, and I would really love today to see them on the field and see how they perform. I mean, a lot of them has played under me as squad members, and a lot of them has squad leaded me. So I know like some of the playstyles I think the squad members are going to be using, or the squad leaders are going to be using. And then there's Dads, who is really new for me, but I would love to see them in action. And I've played on their server, and it was a really good server. So.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely see a lot of good plays from both teams, I'm sure. And yeah, for the time, I am really not sure when we're gonna start. This is a bit of a, I think, 20-50. So 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes till the start. That's good.
Okay.
At least we have a time, so we can rant about the useless shit for another 2 minutes, and then we're done.
120 seconds is a long time.
That's the job of the caster, You have to entertain people,
true.
no matter what happens in the background.
Yeah. No, it's. I think it's probably gonna be Russian versus UK, or do we know the teams?
I'm actually not sure what's on Narva V4, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be hold on, let me think. Maybe there's like something like Russians against British, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's either Russia against Britain or Russia against US. I think it's one of those two, or one of those two definitely. I'll be surprised if there's anything else. I don't know how much they have started to using the PLA in the pro league scene and in the competitive scene, but it doesn't. For me, it doesn't seem like it's a big hit yet, to be honest.
No, I agree. It was a really big thing when it came out. You remember all those Chinese servers that were overpopulating the normal browser, the server browser, and now they kind of died off a little bit. And with this new update, which I'm not gonna talk about because I'm gonna insult somebody. And
definitely.
Yeah, but it was necessary to add.
Emotes
were necessary, but fair enough. Let's see if we'll get a glimpse of someone using them.
Some of the emotes today, true, actually.
Dubbing on everyone, Yeah, we'll see. Actually, I'm curious.
I watched some of them. I have done some goofy things with them at main. I've not used them in the field yet because I don't see an actual use for them. But in spawn, in facing when preparation is going on, it's totally fine for me. I don't think it was as bad as some people predicted. But of course, I'm still waiting for me to be able to dance floss on my enemies.
Well, there you have it. This is squad now. Yeah. Well, took definitely an interesting turn, that's for sure. But I don't know if that's the one turn that we all want. The beam of the car, that there's like a straight road, and then the road that goes to the right, and it just kind of drifts into it.
Yeah, it just drifts to the right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, new maps on the left on the straight road. There's like new maps, fast ropes, attack helis, on the right, emotes.
Yeah.
And OWI chose that the right hand side,
But, they really drifted off to the right. And server issues and bugs, like that's all just to the right. But you get emotes at least, so we could.
So you can be mad at the game while doing emotes. Yeah. I guess that's something.
That's something, yeah.
Okay, looks like we are starting in a few seconds or a minute or something. While I set up everything, and we'll find out. We'll find out the. What are we gonna find out? Yes, the factions. That's what
Yeah,
I was going for.
true. And then we can talk a little bit about the clan tags, maybe, to because I think that some of them. You want to maybe point out the Italians, because I am not too sure who the Italian is.
I have no idea which team is the Italian team. Gonna stole me shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully,
Yes.
hopefully we'll find out. They have a big ass ITA maybe tag.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually U.S. Marine Corps against the Russians today.
Oh, that's
Damn.
nice. That's a change, and that's a nice change.
Yeah, it definitely is. I love to see the MGs in action on the U.S. Marine Corps side, used in this as an era. I really like the MGs on the U.S. Marine Corps side. One is like 30 round magger, but the other one is a big one with a lot of rounds, so you can lay down range, and they both have excellent scopes. So.
Oh yeah, that's something that they definitely have. And Armor, remove your squad. Wait for everyone to join to create their squad, please.
Oh, sorry.
And yeah. So let's see. Oh yeah, I think IFC. Yeah, IFC is the Italian clan. So. Yeah.
IFC, yeah. I think it's also that Piadina. Do you know what that means? Is that Italian for something?
Yeah, it's a food. It's
a food,
wrap.
yes.
I think that's how you would translate it.
Yeah, maybe.
And it's a wrap.
It's good that we have a translator on board today.
I know, right?
I'll take the Swedes if they come with us something funny. And then we have Ace on the Swedish side, and then IFC. I think that's our mixture between Sweden and Norway. I think they are. I'm not too sure. I might be totally wrong.
Yeah, I know. I think something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's something like that. And then on the other side is just different German clans. And then for the Germans we have Pot, and then we have Ace, and VMC, GSC, 13 Jaeger. I think it's JG, which is JD, that's Jaegers, and then GTK. And then something else, which I could never pronounce it even if I tried, because I don't think there's a sound for it.
Yeah, and here we go. We are into the game, so 106 seconds till we start. And yeah, let's hope this is gonna be fun. I think it is. I think it's gonna be nice. 48 versus 48. I haven't casted in a long time. I don't know if I have ever casted, to be fair. And yeah, I don't know, like different tactics, you know, from the actual competitive scene. We have a bit of a more amateur player base, so I would say it's a roughly. I think the skill is maybe around the intermediate league for GSL if you have been following that. I don't know about the organization, to be fair, but or like the tactics and everything, but we have a look a little bit at the map, and let's see what Germany is electing to go for. Only 3 lodges, no armor.
No, but you should call them Russian spawn. They're putting up a pretty picture here with everyone lining up ready.
Oh yeah,
for
they are.
Photo.
Nice.
Yeah. That's some pretty scenes there, right there.
I need to remember how to turn off the tags. Let's see if I remember that. There we go. Oh, nice, very nice picture. Okay, so
yeah,
they are
nice
taking
picture.
vehicles. Yeah, that would have been an interesting tactic if they didn't.
It is 3 lodges and everyone else on foot.
A very nice picture there. Okay, let's go on the Sweden-Italian side.
Yep. Here they are opting for 3 lodges, so everything taken out, and then all the vehicles as well is fully manned. And it looks like Mini is driver of one of the LEVs, and then Terraria Wizard from Sweden is going to take the other one out to the field today.
Okay, so we have our rollout. Here we go. 1 hour. I think it ends at 1 hour. It's a match time or limit is 1 hour, even though if you see 1 hour 55 minutes, I think it's gonna be forced when 1 hour runs out. And at least that's the information I have, so we're gonna stick with that. And let's have a look. Also, yeah, I have to really quickly thank the Mjolnir Raski for the amazing mod. We use it on GSL, and basically every tournament now uses it, because for us casters it's such a really good mod, and it would be a shame not to use it. But that said, let's go on the main road. Let's see if we're gonna have our first clash in here. Let's see if they turn left. Yeah, they do turn left.
Yeah.
It looks like the move
I'd
markers are kind of overlapping, so
Yep, everyone go for that Geneva Apartments. Looks
yep.
like we're gonna have a clash soon. Squad 9 and Squad 9 is facing each other. Let's see who is the best Squad 9. First shots are actually not gonna ring out there. Holy moly, they just passed each other. Probably saw each other still.
It does look like... oh, there we go.
Mm.
We have our first shots, and Sweden and Italy. I think Sweden in that case, ace. I don't know. They take their first 3 kills, and they're gonna go into the Tiger. So Tiger is gonna blow up. Let's see if the LATs from the German side are gonna be able to do something. But Ace is gonna dismount all over, and this is really awkward and a really weird spot. I mean, really awkward position to be in for the Germans right now. They have 2 members strong. Let's see. Oh, takes one. Oh no. Really good job by Pincer. They're taking down the 2 last remaining German team members, and there we go. There we have it. The first squad is gonna be taken down. Radio station and power plant are being cut at this time. Radio station just slightly ahead, but not really gonna matter.
But you see towards Geneva Apartments, the Russians are really getting a foothold in here. And Squad 3 from Dads has really gotten beaten up, and there's not a lot of them. They were Arc from Le Petit, led by Le Petit, were going for shipping yard, but it doesn't look like it's gonna pay off due to the Russians actually now taking the full centers, or the Germans, correction, has taken the full center around Geneva Apartments. Both those BCRs are gonna be looking to take claim kills on Squad 6 here and Squad 8, if they're not too careful now from the west side.
Yeah, so we have it on the northern side. Let's go on board with the 2 BTRs.
Yep. And they take down Squad 8 with Mini in the driver's seats. Those 2 BTRs ganging up on those people. Hopefully they'll move their LETs and hats in position.
Yeah, and let's have a little look. So one BTR is gonna take a right. They're gonna just establish a little bit of a defensive position now because of the smoke. Probably don't wanna get latted. And there we go. There's the first LET. Yeah. I think it bounced though. No, it just bounced on a tire. It just blew off a tire, but nothing really to the armor. So that's an unfortunate shot right there. And the BTR looks like it's gonna get called out. And it looks like they're gonna just stroll around the map, you know, for a little bit and look for some kills and maybe cause some mayhem. Oh, as I say
there
that.
as well, Squad 9 goes down with Gino. IFC Gino goes down, Squad 9. Those those 2 BTRs are really just wreaking havoc on the Swedish team here. I mean, if they don't do anything to counter those 2, they're just gonna reign supreme. I see Squad 2 is running away, but Command seems to be moving into the way of him. And they seem to be hunting down Squad 2.
Oh, that was really close. They're gonna push him. Let's follow the BTR on the back. And let's have a look if he is gonna be able to actually take this 1 kill. They're looking left.
Oh, Command actually managed to run away from that. Yeah. Gamdalf doing some magic here. But they're still hunting that Squad 2 into main.
It looks like they found it. Oh,
he is badly damaged.
Yeah, but he didn't really manage to... He didn't really manage to actually... Well, they didn't really manage to actually kill him, which is kind of massive. He is gonna be able to get back to main, maybe? Let's see shape. Oh, damn. He is properly fucked. Look at this. Look at the stats of the vehicle. Turret's gone, engine's gone, tires are basically off, they're off not, and the the armor was like 15%, just barely not burning out. So wow,
Yeah.
that was a really
On a
lucky
knife's
one.
edge there. God. Good driving by Terraria Wizard there, taking the vehicle up and then getting out of there. Luckily, just in time for the BTRs not to kill him.
Yeah,
Here
absolutely.
also, you can see that Le Petit squad has managed to attack shipping yard, and they seem to actually wipe the enemies clean of that area, but they capture shipping yard, and I think he's going to be retreating his squad back to the main front now on Geneva, and then command is from Gamdalf is going to take charge with taking church.
Yeah, we can see a little bit look out at the map. So we can see church is being capped by the Swedish and Italian faction, so by the US Marines, and it looks like they're gonna place a radio roughly on point. And Squad 5 from the German side, led by Royal Moses, is gonna push north and probably be a little bit of a pain in the ass for in a couple of minutes maybe for Squad 7 and Command, who are just placing down a hub right now. So I would say even though a decent opening for the Swedish-Italian faction, I would say the Germans have taken a lot more control and are really ahead in tempo compared to the US Marines.
Yeah, you can see that Squad 3 and Squad 9 are now in a little pocket just north of train depot, and they're getting surrounded by Germans. The Germans playing the Russians on all sides now. So this is they might turn into a massacre if they're not careful now and fight their way out of this little pincer now.
Yeah, let's have a look at this. Let's see if they are gonna be able to actually cross. It doesn't look like they are committing to it just yet.
Squad 5, yeah. Looking to get across that road. I mean, they're capping church, and the Germans know that that the Swedes have not managed to cap church yet. So they know where they are capping right now. So they might be pushing that aggressively, or if they're fine with just capturing Geneva apartments, I think they're just gonna chill there and put up a defensive line and then take down whatever have the Swedish side is gonna put up.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they are gonna cross just yet. Maybe they're just waiting for their team to stack up a little bit and gathering some intel on who might be there and who isn't. But I say we go a little bit where the action is. It looks like from looking at the map, Squad 9 is a bit of is kind of encircled there, as Squad 6 from Sweden is gonna be a little bit a little pinched in the middle and in the northern side.
Yep.
So
you see they found the radio there up north on the only hub which Sweden has north of Geneva apartments. They found the radio, Squad 3, but led by Toto. But it looks like Pincher again is going to be looking to claim the kill. They're actually wondering how to get up there. Takes first one. Mr. Pincer takes the second one, defending that radio.
And this was really good by Pincer. You can see the two bodies of those two Germans lying there on the ground lifeless. And he's gonna look to go ahead even more. The Lodge gets killed. Oh my god, that was a really good spot. Really good spot by Oztec. And he takes down both the driver and the passenger. And the Lodge is gonna be unusable. 21% on the health. So that's not going anywhere for now.
No, I stuck there until anyone decides to pick it up, but it seems to be good in the Swedish hands right now.
It does seem like that. As for the kills, we can see 12 kills to 24. Not a massive difference, to be honest. In a 50v50 almost, it's nothing. I mean, it's 10 tickets. It doesn't really matter. What matters is the caps right here, but because you can see on Geneva Apartments, German side is taking a little bit of resistance from that, but it doesn't look like they're gonna be able to take it just yet, or they're not really causing that big of a threat for now. You can see the Russians are really dug into the cap of Geneva Apartments, which is really not a great place to defend and attack. It's really an awkward spot. You have, as you can see, you are looking at it right now. You have so many You have so many buildings, tall and low as well. You can enter almost each and every one of those, but in the middle, where where you would actually want people not to be, there's this low ground which is really awkward to navigate, but also kind of powerful if you can just prone in a garage and just stay there and look to just mow down everyone that passes in front of you, and that's kind of how you want to hold it. But it looks like the Swedes are pushing from the south. The Petit squad is gonna go towards the east and the north, so they're splitting up into two fire team presumably. They're gonna find someone. Arc goes down, and they have two people watching the stairs right there. I wouldn't stay there, Toto, if I were you, but oh no, oh my god, let's see. GP Black is gonna go down Nazar. I don't know what he's doing, he should look back. And he's gonna take down one. Gonna go back, gonna go for the bandage, but he's gonna get pushed maybe, let's see. Yeah, he will get pushed. Yeah, he heard the bandage and really good audio management by the German member there. And he takes down
also
one more as well. And also saves the radio. Goes down, but it's totally worth it.
Here's something new development up in the north, Fed, if you didn't see. Squad 2, led by Mr. Terrorister, took down a lodging north side of south side of Northern Road. On Church, Schattenwolf got killed by Dads on Juno in the command squad and is now looking to defend it. And Squad 8, led by Schattenwolf, had put up a new hab and is ready to attack Church.
Okay, so it looks like Geneva Apartments is getting capped 3 chevrons by the Swedish team, and yeah, really good effort getting into those buildings and are getting actually the superior number. Looks like the Germans didn't really expect that to go on too much, because they didn't really commit too many members on it. They are looking to reinforce their positions right now, as we can see from the western side. People are moving into the cap, and it's gonna get probably neutralized at. Yeah, it's gonna go contested most likely if a couple of members move up. There is really no one from the other team, from the US Marines, to actually contest that road or actually watch it. So it looks like they have a bit of a free pass there. But Geneva Apartments is still getting capped, so I'm not sure what they are planning on to. I mean, maybe they're committing a lot to Church in hopes that these people can defend it, but it doesn't look like they can, because Geneva Apartments had just been neutralized and is getting capped to 2 chevrons by the US Marines.
Yeah. Insane tactics here. Up in the north, we have armor gameplay by Squad 7 and Squad 6. That combo duo is now looking to take down Squad 2, led by Terror Wizard, and they're gonna destroy the LEV.
Oh yeah, I just saw it.
Yeah.
There we go. So armor looks fairly strong for the German side, I would say.
Yeah, they're really getting those good kills, and but I mean that's on Geneva, like Squad 1 on Command Squad on Church has really held it. I mean, they're getting at least attacked by 2 squads, I think it was at one point, and held Church, which makes it possible for Gino in Squad 9 to cap Apartments along with Nacer from Squad 4 in Fierce Squad.
Yeah, it looks like Swedish and Italian players have completely committed to Geneva Apartments now, being capped full speed, and it looks like the last US Marines are gonna leave the church at not really an interesting point right now for them, so it doesn't really look like they're gonna commit any forces, as they should. Yeah, Geneva Apartments is gonna be recapped in a matter of seconds from the US Marines, as the Russian ground forces look to reclaim it with a BTR, but I don't think it's going to be enough. If LAVs should take care of him fairly soon. We'll see if that is the case, but even if it isn't, everyone is just hiding into the buildings, so going to be really hard to flush them out.
There's the thing with those buildings is really hard to just get up those stairs. If you are above them and you have someone disciplined watching those stairs, it's really hard to take them down. And I mean, as long as they're in the building and have a medic with bandages, they can just keep on healing and getting back to the fight through the windows. So that's a massive, massive advantage now in the squad with AO squad 4 as in that building, looking to keep capping. And they've actually captured the new apartments. Yeah, they have. And the only problem I see for them now is that the Russians are really clamping around Geneva apartments and church, which means they'll be looking to cut off the lines of supply and reinforcements from the hub on Echo 321, because all of the other ones are from the Russians actually.
Yeah, you can see the western side of the cap is getting some attention, you know. It looks like it is being really well reinforced by the German side, which is kind of interesting because I do not know what I think this was just the aftermath of trying to attack church, and now they're kind of stuck there. Maybe it's a decent position actually. They can re-push into the Geneva apartments from a side where the Swedish and Italians don't really expect it. Because it's kind of in the behind their lines. It's more towards church, but it looks like the U.S. Marines Corps has it covered for now at least. And let's have a look. I'm actually curious how Geneva Apartments is going. Looks like the SG squad and the IFC squad are gonna hold it fairly easily for now at least. Gonna get contested. One member, Don Kama is gonna go down there, but not a big deal. There's a full squad, I would say, almost of Germans here, so they're gonna look to push.
Sanox from squad 9 Russian side is looking to retake that. We'll see how it leads the push into the buildings. As a squad leaders, when you go into those buildings, it's really hard. It's really important to keep local communication and then just keep talking what you see in front of you, who's there, where they are. If not, you're just gonna get ambushed from every room and people are gonna fall around you.
Yeah. I think this squad needs to get a move on. They're gonna get encircled if they stay here longer. I think the Swedish side is gonna push. Yeah, you can see the northern side is getting a little bit pushed. So if they don't really get a move on in the next minutes, I think they're gonna get encircled and killed. As we can see, some members are already falling, and they need to move. Staying there is not providing anything for them. They either push or they fall back or try another route, because at this point, IFC and SG know perfectly that they are here, and they're gonna try to look after their casualties, but this is just delaying the inevitable, I think. Though this has relieved some pressure from the western side. You can see there's a lot more red than there is blue. Only one DUDS member is gonna look to contest this area, but let's see if he actually manages to do it.
Oh god, he is all alone along the wall.
Yeah, he is
one man army coming up against Holo Squad 5 with Royal Moses in the lead here. We'll see if it advances very hard. TK is down though, and it looks...
Hoki just turned them. That's unlucky. Really good situational awareness by Hoki as he gets the kill, and that's gonna be the end of that. So let's have a look at the map really quickly. And there's a lot going on, as I said. At first, the SWE+ITA squad 4, is gonna get the radio, actually, looks like.
So a little interesting up here on Foxtrot 329. There's a left BTR just left there. Huh. Next to squad 7 has just left their BTRs in the middle of open. Probably smelled bad or something. No, that's definitely not what you want to do, no. That's
is really, it
really weird. Yeah, as well. I think, but the squad 6 now, it looks like it gets 7 is back on it and it's ready to take over.
Right, so small mistake there, I guess you could say, but they recovered. Tobias is alone in there, so I'm not actually sure why SWE+ITA wasn't in there with him. He should have been covering the radio at this point. But it looks like he's not going to. And Let's have a look. The radio is down one layer for now. It's gonna get dug up in a second now as Lepetit goes down, and that's the end of that particular push. That kind of delayed them a little bit, or cut their momentum a little bit, but this is back at shipping yard, so it's not, sorry, train depot, so it's not gonna be as important as it would be on Geneva Apartments.
No, definitely not. You see that also the only hab actually supplying the defensive Geneva Apartment has gone down. Gamdalf not working his magic anymore on Church and has left it, and it's just stuck. It's just Eos and the gang from Squad 4 left inside of Geneva Apartments, just holding that like the 300 Spartans. I mean,
yeah, really look at the push of Persians coming in.
Ooh, I would not be in their position right now. I'm not jealous for them. Jesus
yeah, no,
Christ,
I agree totally.
The only thing is missing is the 2 BTRs from 6 and 7 coming in here. They're delivering some high explosive into the building as well. Then it's the party, and then it's to get the party started.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna be a really bad, sad party for SG if that happens.
Yes, it's definitely gonna. But a little bit interesting note: the Swedes looks like to be attacking from Echo 5 now up to the north towards train depot. But as you see now, the building is getting stormed, and Moses first in from the Russians, taking down Silvio.
It's not Silvio, that's
Rolling out to Eos. Eos as well.
Eos goes down as well. Good job by Moses there. Squad leading his way to victory.
Yep,
let's see if he goes up the stairs. No, he's gonna up to. Oh, is he? Actually, yeah, he is.
Yep.
Let's follow him.
Second floor. Looking for some kills.
Yeah. Is he gonna find anyone actually here? They're basically all dead. The only GP Black.
Mr. Black on top floor, watching the stairs now.
No, he should get him, right?
Oh, he's gotta see them. Ooh.
Okay, good kill, good save.
Yeah.
That's not gonna matter too much though. Geneva Apartments being capped 2 chevrons. As the SG members crumble upon the Persian assault. If you wanna stay in the 300, the 300 memes, you know.
Yeah, in the 300 universe of the Spartans. Yeah.
Yeah. The Spartans have fallen in the end. As if you've seen the movie, spoilers alert. But or if you know history, that's kind of what happens. And R.I.P. Rest in pieces, you know, rest in Persians.
Rest in Persians. Yeah, definitely my friend.
Looks like Geneva Apartments is contested by now, but it is gonna be capped. Yeah, but it is gonna be capped at some point by the German side, unless it isn't. I don't know why they're not capping it. I think they're just not moving fast enough inside.
There's not enough German players there inside the cap, and the Swedes actually got the squad leaders of 9 and 3 in there, along with Mr. Total here, preventing the enemy from cap now. And they're all just holding their buildings now and not allowing the enemy to cap.
A really good job by Yankem here. He gets 3. That's 2 down, I think. I don't want to credit him for all the. Oh no, I think he just got only 1 down, yeah. And it's gonna be a 1v1 here, and this is gonna be fairly important actually, because for the control of the southeastern side of the cap. So let's see if he actually, or sorry, north. Yeah, I was north, south. Hello, brain. The southern part of the cap. Holy shit. My brain just kind of stopped working there for a second, but I apologize. And looks like he's gonna revive him. I mean, he should hear him, right? From this distance. Maybe he doesn't have his game turned up as he should.
Yeah, headset is not on and his monitor is off. Oh my! Oh, Mr. Alele coming to claim the kills on those 2.
Oh yeah, really good job, Alele.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get the 2 down, and that's the Germans cleaned off the Geneva Apartment side, at least the southern side of it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, the northern side is still being occupied a little bit with 3 members, I believe, from the German side. But yeah, I don't know.
Mr. Black got everyone.
They somehow got it
as well. Squad 4 is now up again from Mr. Black. Those bandages you get from those riflemen's ammo bags is really important, just to get your whole team up. Even though he's not a medic, he's able to rest everyone.
Yeah, he is. It's better to have a grey vision than to be out of the fight completely.
Yep.
You can still get at least some suppression or something. And let's hop in with Zater. Let's see if he can actually challenge Price.
Oh, it's a 1v1?
It's a 1v1. Let's have a look.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You didn't see him through the windows?
I couldn't see him through the windows.
No.
There's a hub in here. Let's see if Nazar is gonna go
Yep.
down. And Price is gonna go down as well from GTK
Tap it up.
member. So that is yeah, I don't know.
That's
The
secure.
hub is kind of gone here. You see it's being overrun,
Yep.
and that's their push into train depot. So that's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Definitely isn't. Squad 7 here from Mr. Dema. IFC, your fellow Italians have managed to find a hub on the Delta 419 and is looking to claim the radio as well. But Mr. Of course, they're getting beaten by Mr. Troll for Fun 08, and he's actually defending that radio quite well.
Yeah, so Jacko is gonna have to pull a little bit of a clutch here and rev his mates. I wonder if they're actually gonna be able to do it as we go. Wait, he's oh, okay, there we go. Nice GL, and he's gonna get taken down.
Yep.
So Jacko did clutch it in the end. Very good. He now needs to get a move on and get the radio down. Let's have a look at the map. He's gonna go a long way around, and two members from the German side are gonna push in. Let's go with Jacko. Let's see if he can do something about this radio. Oh, okay, interesting. Those interesting glitches. He's gonna get taken down from prey. That's the end of the Italian push, you know.
But luckily, Mr. Dema and Decchio gets this time with Robin. But Dema left there on the radio. Hopefully, he can make some magic out of that situation. I want to just quickly comment as well. Squad 2 and 8 is now back up online with the LAVs, and an armor battle is actually taking place here now between the two armor squads, or 4 armor squad, correction. Oh, and Squad 8 goes down again to Mr. Big Daddy from the German side.
Let's go on with Big Daddy, who is actually looking to kill the other LAV as well.
Yep, Mr. Terror Wizard here taking some shots in the
butt.
There.
Yeah. What a name. Fucking hell.
Yeah, what a name. Mr. Big Daddy showing who's daddy.
Showing those dirty Swedes who's daddy.
Yeah, show those dirty Swedes who's daddy. And Squad 2 again, back to Mr. Terror Wizard again, pulls his magic. Really wizard. He's a wizard as well, along with Gandalf. Saving that LAV just in the nick of time.
Yeah, works his magic, as you said before, right?
Yeah.
Gandalf couldn't cut it, so Mr. Terraria Wizard here is he's gonna replace him. I still wanna see what the vehicle health is. Holy shit, 30%. Like, this guy is always surviving with the lowest HP. It's crazy, but yeah, the BTRs are somehow winning the armor battle, even if they should be losing it all the time. But the LAVs don't look to be very coordinated, or they don't look to be to have a clear plan in mind. So they're getting kind of wrecked at this point.
Yeah, I think so as well. I've seen them. They are always 6 and 7 overdrives together. While here, when they were caught off guard on the bridgehead, Squad 2 was on the far back, and then Squad 8 with Mini was already across the bridge, and he was just left alone against those 2 BTRs, and it just wreaked havoc on him.
Yeah, and we'll have a little bit of a look at the Geneva apartment now as I'm looking at it. There's a lot of blue in there, and really not a lot of red. Though I have to say, ticket-wise, this is 30 minutes into the game basically, and the tickets are still fairly even. 40 ticket difference. It's not bad at all. In a 50v50, very balanced actually, very balanced game.
Yeah.
No steamrolling going on, so it looks like they're giving us the good game we were hoping for. For now, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I was just scared when they were capping Gym apartment and pushing church. I was just, yeah, that's church, and it's gonna be radio station as GG. Both their LAVs badly damaged, the BTRs just wreaking havoc. But I mean, the Swedish side has really managed to come back from this. It's just amazing to see them develop their play. I think that what has happened is that the German side has sort of they fan out across the whole map, while the Swedish side really stayed concentrated in the middle and then just pushed,
Yep.
like going for the new apartments, and they won their gunfights and managed to now hold it with insane efficiency.
Yeah, the Germans were a little bit spread at the beginning, especially, or sorry, at the beginning to mid game. They didn't look to have, well, they did have a plan, I'm sure, but it didn't look to be as good as the Swedes one. And it paid off at least for evening out the game in terms of cups at least. The tickets are gonna play a huge factor. I mean, that's how you win the game, right? But it is a huge factor right now as Price takes a couple of shots, and let's see if he can do something about pushing in here. But I don't know. I think the problem with the ticket difference is mainly the armor. You gotta remember it's 10 tickets per LEV, and I think they lost 4. So that's 40
true.
tickets already. It would
They
be
also
basically
burned
even.
through. Yeah, true. But the radios as well. I think they're pretty equal on radios, but
Yeah.
definitely those LEVs have played a huge role in how the ticket.
Yeah, we can have a
ticket
little
has
look
swung.
at the timers, and you can see one just spawned, or didn't spawn, sorry, but you saw him before Wizard going back to main and repairing, and the other one is down. So I'm not sure if it actually was 4 LAVs or 3. I cannot remember exactly, but I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot of tickets. And the armor from the Swedish Italian side need to be stepping up their game if they actually wanna win by tickets, and if they actually wanna win the series. So if for anyone that doesn't follow squad competitive, the format is basically you have 2 games, and at the end of each game you'll have a delta in tickets, a difference in tickets. So basically, if the German side, let's say, wins by I don't know, 50 tickets to make it simple, then in the next game the Sweden Italian side will have to win by 50 tickets or more to actually win the full series. So basically, whoever wins gets to keep those tickets keep the tickets that he won by for the next round, and that makes it really interesting and really hard for the squad that lost, especially if it's a lot of tickets. But it looks like the Germans are gonna lose a little bit more. I think they just lost a radio. They went down 20 tickets very fast, and you look at the kills. They are 122 to 122.
Yeah, it's just insane how
It's
equal they
insane.
are. Yeah, even though it's a public match, and there are pro league players here. Like there are people that is really skilled, but still they manage to even it out, and that's really good to see that you don't get a steamroll game, because that I think would be fun for no one.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
And even if I was in the winning side, I would be kind of bittersweet. A nice win, yes, but it's not the fun that I would be looking for in a competitive match.
No, definitely.
This is definitely a good one.
If you come to their main feather, we got a development here on squad 7 getting caught by the 2 main campers from squad 5. And
Which
it
main?
looks like the Russian main, sorry. They're looking to claim the kill on the BTR, which is now engine in the main of my squad 5 here. They got squad 6 inbound though to help. Those 2 lats working, shot a shot in the butt of squad 7. But now Mr. Big Daddy coming into here to save the day.
Save the day. Mr. Big Daddy saving the day. Oh.
Oof. Yeah, he goes down as well from squad 6.
The Humvee goes down.
Yeah. And that's the end of that main protection.
Yeah, so for the viewers, main camping in competitive matches is not forbidden. It's actually fairly used as a tactic in Narva especially, because it's really easy to do. And if you have a lot of players, main camping like just outside is really annoying for the enemy. Depending on which league you're playing, of course, some leagues may ban main camping, but in this case, clearly not. And you should do it because it's a really big advantage if you actually get damage onto the enemy armor and vehicles, and you can maybe manage to actually get a couple of logic kills, and that's really gonna help you in the long run when the enemy runs out of tickets and radios.
Okay. definitely. I think there's things to take away here for both teams, which you see on the map. That is that squad 7 and squad 7 and 6 from the Russian side is using always the river to get across that one bridge, so they don't actually run into the mines placed by the Swedes. And the Swedes, of course, mine almost every outlet except one out of the Russian main to kill those vehicles. Something to consider if you're ever doing a public match yourself.
Just the thing is, just send in front some idiot with a logi and see if he explodes. If he doesn't, it's
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah, you could try.
Pro
you could
tip.
try. Yeah, definitely. I also found out little information, inside information. Mr. Ace, the Ace squad is totally Norwegian.
Okay.
I've heard them speak my Elvish kind of language, and it sounds very Norwegian.
Okay. Well, now we know it's not Sweden and Italy, it's Sweden, Norway, and Italy. So I'm not
Yes.
gonna change the layout, I'm sorry, fuck you. But you should have just shut up. But yeah, that's nice to see even more people. So I think the Clash of Nations is actually, like, if it actually gets a bit more known, and I think it should. It's like the World Championship now for football and shit. You have each country just fighting it out to which one is the best. I think 48 versus 48 is a bit too much for country-wise. Like, I don't think you will find 48 players from one country just playing at the same match, or it's kind of hard. And but if you make like a 30v30 or something like that, then it's more realistic, and I think people should consider looking into that, and maybe
it'd be definitely interesting.
and maybe we'll see more nations, and that could become a more popular thing, an actual tournament. And I would love to see it. I would love to see nationwide tournaments. As we see, finally the LAV wizard is a freaking wizard, getting the logi from behind. He's just roaming around the bridge, and he's gonna get spotted by the BTR. Nothing he can do for now. Let's see if he looks that direction.
Oh, they see each other.
They did see each other. They're gonna be shielded though.
Oh, he's facing his side armor though. That is gonna pay him, but
Hut
a bigger gun.
He gets hit by a hut though. That Big Daddy is gonna get hit by a hut. Why did he smoke?
Yeah, Mr. Price actually got a really good hit there.
Yeah, Price really clutched there, and I'm not sure what the armor was doing. He should have just pushed him.
Yeah,
I mean, he knew the hut. I mean, he saw the explosion, so you kind of gotta know at what kind of state you have the enemy armor, I would say, and what hit him. But I'm pretty sure Price communicated with him and told him he hit, but I don't know. I would have pushed in that case, or just kept firing at least, not just flee. But I guess they had their reasons. Maybe they thought there was LATs and huts from the side of the Germans, so maybe that's.
But they actually get squad 2. They actually get squad 2. Big, it's not Big Daddy this time. It's Mr. Cad. Cad looking to kill squad 2, and he managed to do it. Connects the AP in the butt of squad of Mr. Wizard, and the magic show is unfortunately ended.
Really good job by the armor from Germany once again, as the tickets were kinda even almost, but now they're gonna go down another 10, and yeah, it's 100, and they're gonna go down another 20. I'm not sure where all this ticket loss is coming from right now. We're gonna have a little bit of a look at the map right now, but
I think it's armor, and it might be some radios that we're not catching. That goes down.
Yeah. So you see, as I said, in a 48 versus 48, there's gonna be a lot of radios, especially in a match like this. It's kind of hard to keep track of everything. It looks like radio-wise, they kind of stabilized. No one is contesting no radio. Yeah, no, I don't think no radio is under attack as of now. The Swedish and Italian side are holding the Geneva apartments, but yeah, if you just joined now, by the way, this is Clash of Nations, and it's Sweden and Italy, and apparently Norway. Apparently, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I've heard Norwegians. There is the Ace Gang. That is Norwegian
okay.
People. They're my brothers. I know when I hear them.
All right, perfect. So there we go. You got those as well. And against the German side, and it's a 48 versus 48. on Narva AAS V4. And yeah, we are first round. It's 15 minutes left, 16 minutes left on the clock. At 1 hour, the game will stop, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know if we'll get to that though, because the tickets are draining fairly fast. Germany is under 50 tickets, and Sweden and Italy are at 92. So yeah, 60 ticket difference for now, which is fairly sizable, not massive by any means, and definitely regainable in the next round. That will take place just after, or just 5 minutes after this game's end. So stay tuned for that, because that's gonna decide the whole match, and that's gonna be exciting. Because this game has been really balanced. I mean, you can just look at the kills, 146 to 151. You don't see that in a normal game, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. Not a lot of targets hit.
Yeah, and
You see, the front lines have sort of stabilized actually around Geneva, and they're now trying to push train depot from the west. But it's not anymore like a lot of like partisan work. I think the teams has just the battle has dulled out, and they're just sort of looking to have a stabilized front, not invest too much in rear funny flanking maneuvers.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think that's kind of always where it ends up. If you have a fairly organized team, you'll identify your weaknesses and where the enemy is pushing through, roughly at least, and you'll try to counter that. As I say that though, the Germans are taking the northwestern side of Geneva Apartments, looking to do a little bit of a flank on the blue members that we see on the western side of the Cap of Geneva Apartments. So let's see if that actually turns out to be interesting. But for now, the Geneva Apartments is being held pretty nicely from SG and IFC and that as well.
Yeah. My fellow countryman here down squad 6, Mr. Ace, he seems to be going up against a much larger force, and he's just getting spat on from every angle, and it's just really turning into like a really bad scene here for him.
Poor guys.
Yeah, poor guys, my boys. Yeah, so here I think they need to sort of accept defeat, because now the Russians are allowed, or the Germans playing as Russians are allowed to push.
And so
Hawk
Hoki
takes
gets
the
a triple kill. Holy,
yeah.
Good job, Hoki.
Yeah, not a lot of
He's
comments
been
was up
popping
there,
off.
and yeah, Mr. Hawk, yeah.
We saw him before as well. And I kind of want to see his score. No, never mind, because the admin cam is kind of glitched. Nice. That's what happens when you update squads. But how many kills, sorry?
Mr. Hawkey has 3 kills. And Mini now unfortunately dies for the 3rd time. Mr. Mini in squad 8 goes down to squad 6 and squad 7. They're being the BTR boys, running Big Daddy and CAD, killing that LAV.
Yeah, looks like Ace is gonna give up that flank.
Yeah.
And Royal Moses guiding. We always see those names. He's guiding his charge as a true squad leader. And
some of these squad leaders really like to take point and make decisions fast on the fly. And I mean that's totally crucial when you're going up against something like this. Oh, he's in that building or that building. Mark and mark and mark.
Well,
and
he
really
is
active all the
dead.
time. Well, I mean, A for effort. I mean, every
of course.
Counts.
Effort ain't gonna cut it though. Here, you gotta have a little bit more than effort to win this game.
Watch now, Mr. Private Vike inside the building now, looking to claim the kills on EOS and the gang. Oh, takes Silvio down.
He's gonna take Silvio down. Let's see if I think Mick is gonna be able to get him. Look at the little jiggly pick. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold the first floor to save them. I would just hold from second floor and up.
Yeah, this peak is dirty.
Yep, I mean, you got that thing locked down. And that's why I say being disciplined, because a lot of players won't hold those stairs. They would just sit there and like, nah, this is boring. I'm gonna watch a window.
What the hell?
Oh?
What is this? He's just looking into the wall outside. What the fuck?
Yeah.
How is he doing that? Okay, that's interesting. It's up to the refs to decide what the fuck that was. But yeah, we have it on camera, so fuck you. Not cheating, but he's not cheating. I'm pretty sure that it's just the admin cam just a little bit glitched, as you would always, as it would always be, unfortunately. But
yeah. 62 tickets now from the US Marine Corps, paid by the Swedes. They need to be careful now. But you see now consolidated push from the German side coming from train depot. They cleared out squad 6 who held the western flank, and that nuisance is gone. But see, at the same time, this is a push from squad 8, 4, and 6 from the eastern side, along with 7 if he gets in position. So they might actually swing around each other. This is kind of interesting, actually.
Yeah, this might get very interesting at the very later stages of the game. We can see the really huge force from the blue side going into train depot as the west side is being controlled fully by the Germans, who are gonna really try to push into Geneva apartments. It isn't being contested as of yet, but it might be if they decide to push all at once and they actually make something of their push. Looks like they are basically all down though on the cap, so it doesn't look like anything is gonna happen right now. Maybe give them a little bit more time. They have the tickets to push, so at least they have a little bit of room to spare, but of course they do not know the enemy tickets, so they are gonna have to like kind of guess it. Yeah, I don't know if they realize how far ahead they are right now.
No, I don't think that. I mean, vehicles especially, it's hard to take keep count on because they happen so fast and so violent that it's really hard. Radio's a little bit easier to get track of. And now Mr. Le Petit leading the charge, unfortunately goes down to Mr. Spaceyak from the German side playing the Russians. And they're really just holding the northern side, but smoke's coming down from command squad in the north. They're trying to help their team push here for a final effort into train depot. Artillery also coming down on the south side. It might be bugged, by the way, the artillery line.
You mean because the placement is dog shit?
No, the placement, like some placements are like it gets bugged. So if you're in the UAV and you place down more artillery strike, and then you place it down somewhere, and it shifts like a couple hundred meters, it's just a bug. It might
but
be that
does
it's
it actually land there?
I don't think no, it doesn't land there. It lands
okay.
somewhere else. It lands where it's supposed to be, but on this, it's on the UI. It says that it's of course south of where it's actually supposed to be.
Okay, well, let's see if that is the case. The RT is gonna come down.
That's artillery starting.
Yeah. It looks like it is a little bit shifted, as you said. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little shifted. You see, it's coming down now from the south, just south of train station, no train depot. Sorry, and it's gonna creep up the same direction.
It's not that useful of a RT, I'm afraid to say.
Nah, considering that most players are actually inside, it's probably not going to do a lot, but at least it's going to scare them and make them turn down their volume.
Well, if I was the Swedish commander, I would actually think about the defense right now, because Geneva Apartments is getting capped fully. And yeah, that is a really big blow for the Swedish and Italian side. Let's see if they can do anything about it. The SG, let's call it the SG building, because they just held it for the whole game, is getting taken. And so they are no longer holding it. And the RT, I think, is a bit useless there. It's not going to provide any good, aid to troops that are defending the Geneva Apartments, which, by the way, aren't really many.
Nope.
They are moving now, but it's gonna be too little too late, as the Germans are gonna regain those 60 tickets, and the Swedish side is gonna lose 20, I believe, or 10. I can't even remember. And that's gonna be a really big blow.
Yep, indeed it is. You also got to remember that the Swedish actually, they got 60 tickets when they capped the Geneva Apartments, and of course the Germans lost 10. So it's even a bigger split than
look at the kills.
Before.
That's crazy though. I think it's just down to map play.
Yeah. I think it's armor and radios. I think those two are the one they squandered a little bit. They sort of was I think they were a little bit careless with them.
Yeah.
I think they ran with the meta that armor can roll alone and is not vulnerable to anything. In my opinion, of course, that's not true of what they did. They tried something else with the hit and run tactic, but it's not really paid off. And Squad 7 and Squad 6 has really been organized using those two BTRs.
Yeah, no, it hasn't paid off at all, and we
No.
can see it from the state of the game right now. Geneva Apartments is gonna get capped. Train Depot was getting capped. Look at how many. Yeah, this is the classic Blueberry game. I'm afraid to say. I mean, we saw that. We saw this developing from a couple of minutes ago, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, this is kind of what happens if you don't have, if you kind of let the defense alone with it by itself, and you don't really even support it with the RT. At least I would have used the RT as a defensive measure and
Yeah,
just
I
tried to
was.
push onto the train depot. And unfortunately, the Swedish side didn't really realize what was happening on the western side of Geneva Apartments, and that really destroyed their game.
Yep.
And I can't stress
I think
enough how many tickets now are gonna have to be gained in the next round because it went from 60 to now 160.
50. Look at that fella. Also here, a little note: it's gonna game is gonna end on north side. Command was having a mortar hab or mortar fob in the north. Is now gonna be. It was overrun by the third squad of Toto from 13 Jaeger clan tag, and he's gonna claim the radio if he finds it, and then it's gonna be probably GG.
Oh yeah, we can see it here on the north side. I don't think he has even time for it. I mean, Geneva Apartments is
5 minutes.
being capped back one chevron,
Yep.
which
So
is
there's
actually kind of
oh
interesting. Imagine if
yeah.
they. Oh my god, this is close then. They need to defend
This
that
is a,
northern radio. Let's have a look.
it's not. It's just about a matter of time for them. He just need to find it. But unfortunately, they're just spreading out, looking everywhere, and they're not finding a radio in the middle of the field. Yeah. Monitor is not turned on, but to get the transport order at least.
Where is the radio?
It's in the middle of the field.
Oh yeah,
Straight
there
in
it
front
is.
of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so well hidden, or it's so obvious that it's so well hidden. Hidden in plain sight, isn't that what you say?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't even see it. I think I have. There we go. I had my markers off, and
Yep.
yeah, I don't know. It's a bit awkward. It's an
Yeah,
awkward
but I think
spot.
Mr. Schurlelish has seen the radio now and is probably gonna be looking to take it now. Yeah, you see there. But with 4 minutes left, 4.5 minutes. Oh, he sees the radio. Yeah, he's going for it. No armor has been mobilized. Actually, funny enough. Yeah, no armor squad's actually out and hunting.
Interesting.
Yeah. BTR
Yeah.
squad 7 is back in main.
Have a look at the
Did he?
Geneva Apartments, which is getting recapped again by the Swedish side. 11 tickets. This is spicy.
Oh,
This
yep.
is spicy.
It's probably double neutral due to the fact they're on the church already. But I mean, if they
Oh,
actually
they
help
are.
manage,
No.
yep,
It's. Oh, it is.
yep, and they
This is
want
they a
it.
really good job by the Germans.
Yep,
I think they just reclutched it, and they're gonna find the radio at some point on the north side.
yep. I think in
Yeah,
hindsight,
they
it's like
found it
easy
now.
to. Oh,
GG's.
they did. Yeah,
GG's.
that's GG's. Yeah. I
Gen-
mean, in hindsight, it's easy for us to say, but if they managed to time the church artillery and then cleared everyone out with just one squad, then you could have just rolled Geneva and Train Depot at the same time. But I think they over-focused.
Yeah, I don't think they have enough coordination. Unfortunately, there's too many people, and it's not a competitive team. These people
No.
don't really play with each other every single time. So also that's gonna be a big thing in the management of the squad. You know what? It's actually
What?
gonna be really close. If Church somehow gets one chevron back, I don't think it will happen, but if Church gets one chevron
No.
back, it actually is in the. Yeah, no, it's not. But
No, the radio north is bleeding as well, so
there's still
it's
people on
gonna be
Train Depot,
GG.
which is kind of interesting. I don't know why you would keep them there. And
Yeah, but I think that's what happened. They got a little bit over enthusiastic and then didn't see that where they were needed on Geneva Apartments. The Mr. Gandalf not reining in his troops here, and then ordering what to do.
yeah, we can see IFC is trying desperately to get into Church, but it is gonna be a GG indeed. 130 tickets. Let's just wait for the
3 tickets. Oh my god.
3 tickets to go off. Unfortunate. You know how fun that would have been if they actually managed to cap it. That would have been such a swing, and what a banger of a game that would have been. But
Yeah.
if butts and maybes don't make realities. And the reality is, Germans are gonna be winning the first game.
By 133 tickets as well. Funny enough, then the Northern Radio actually was saved. The one with command, he actually got saved there.
Yeah, this is just a matter of... Actually, I would give up if I was... Oh, actually, he got... yeah, he got saved.
Oh,
Yeah.
artillery lance.
133 tickets to 0. And it's 133 tickets for the German side. And, wow. Okay. Okay. The Swedes have got everything to do now.
Good job, everyone.
They got a really big game here to clutch back. Really big game.
They sure do.
I wanna show a shout out to your Italians boys. Look at this squad 9, small Pepe. All got above 10 kills.
Yeah, really good
Another
job.
observation. Yeah, really good job. I observed something that on the German side there was like a lot of them had the same amount of kills, like in the below the sub 10 amount. But all while on the Swedish side there were simple players who popped off really good plus 10 kills. So there's like individuals on the Swedish side that is really good, and then the German side is like in general really equal. But I think they're a bit more coordinated than the Swedish side, of course.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of in the end what won them the game. And I was down a bit to luck, maybe. I don't know, like good timing, I would say. I wouldn't say luck, because that's taking away the the really well played and well thought game in the end, especially from the German side. So really good job to them. They really showed what they can do, and it's all up to the German Italian side now. The Swedish Italian side to make up for their mistakes in the next game. There's gonna be a 5-minute break. We're gonna just in the stream have a little bit of 2-minute break, just to catch my breath and everything, and clear our throat, and we'll see each other in a couple of minutes. So see ya, boys, later. Well, we are back. Hello, everybody. Hello. And yeah, we are finally back. I am Fede. Hello, if you just joined. And this is Arma. Say hi, Arma.
Hello.
There we go. And yeah, we are back into the game. This time Germany, and this is of course Germany against Sweden and Italy as it was before, but this time it is Sweden and Italy in the Russian side, and Germany in the USMC side. So the Marine Corps. It's gonna be an interesting one. I don't know. The tactic wise, I feel like it's gonna be a bit different. Let's see how the both teams kind of react and adapt to the last game as well. Last game, if you just joined, Germany won by 133 wickets. The last few minutes were really hectic and a lot of shit went on. So if you wanna check that out, make sure to follow me on Twitch and to see the VOD, and also follow me on my YouTube where I'll be posting the VOD in I don't know, a couple of hours or something. Depends on when YouTube wants to work and upload everything and actually make it full HD instead of just having a 360p. But yeah, only content creator will know what I'm talking about. Let's make our squad casting couch as always, because I'm funny. And let's have a look at the assets used by both teams. So Germany is using all the assets, so all the Coyotes, I believe, is this? No, LV-25, sorry. All the LV-25s and the light armor vehicles. As for the Russian side, it is the same, yeah. Squad 2 and Squad 9 are on the armor, as we saw it last time, as a Wizard and Mini are taking on those roles. Let's see if they can actually perform better with the BTR, as unfortunately last game they were a bit lacking in terms of armor, and I'm sure they'll make up for it in this game. And yeah, everyone is getting ready to roll out. 19 seconds until the lights go out, as per se. And yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm hoping the game is as good as the last one, because the last one was really a banger.
Yeah, the last game has it had sort of everything. I mean, it was sort of a public match, but at the same time, it's not a public match because I think there's a bit more coordination here. There's no squads going without squad leader kit and all that goofery. So it was packed with action, armor. We're going ham at each other, and then infantry fighting was just all over. And the action happened around Geneva apartments, and I think we're gonna see that this round as well, Feda, or what?
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. I wanna see it. I've loved to see it, and I mean, hopefully we do. I mean, it would be a shame if it was a steamroll. And from my experience, it's only one game that goes well. But hopefully they can break that curse, you know, and and actually show us how it's done and make a very interesting game. I hope this is close, as in we get around the same ticket difference as we did before, 133 to be exact, in the last game. And if we get something close to that, it's gonna be very exciting for the match, because if you don't know the format, it's basically the last round was won by Germans, 133 tickets, and they're gonna keep them into this game. So they will start with 133 tickets more. Fucking hell, the English is hard, but yeah, and we'll follow them very closely as they are rolling out. You can see from the map, not really huge contact for now. Actually, no contact for now.
First contact is probably going to be in the south. Squad 5 and Squad 6 seems to be rolling up on each other here. Tiger against BTR is in
We all know what that's gonna win.
Shipping yard is going to be contested first, or it might be train depot.
I think it's train depot. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
it's definitely train depot.
BTR is gonna absolutely wreck the
Look
Logi.
at this.
This is like very similar to the last opening. BTR needs to be really careful though, as two full squads for the Germans are gonna roll out from the LAV-25s. Let's see if they can do anything about train depot, and they can actually prevent the backup. It looks like there's a major force. They have they have the armor as well to support them. And let's see, they are rolling as they did before. Big Daddy and CAD are rolling with each other, so that is a tactic that worked really well for them last time, and it looks like Wizard and Mini are doing the same thing. So maybe they learned from their mistakes after all, and they're gonna show us how it's done this time. Power plant, radio station, sorry, is getting capped. It is capped, church capped full speed, so the Germans are looking for a very explosive early game, and looking to get those flags really quickly. Meanwhile, the Swedes and the Italians are looking for a bit more of map control and center control on Geneva apartments. So let's see if that backfires for them, as train depot is getting heavily assaulted by the German side.
Yeah, they really played aggressively this round. I mean, they're on Geneva, they're on train depot, 2 squads. They're not prioritizing shipping apartment that much, even though they have a small squad there, and they have secured radio and church pretty easily. So from my perspective, it actually looks better from the German side playing the US Marines as it did from the Swedish side. Just a little quick comment on that, actually.
Yeah, they seem to be very decisive, or very, very aware of what they want to do in the early game this time. They just rolled out, knew where they went, and everyone knew what they were supposed to do. Just push. It's easy as that. Just push into train depot, deny the cap as much as you can. Shipping yard is getting capped by train depot. Is gonna slowly get cleared out of Dad's members. Let's see if they can actually hold on long enough for it to get capped. And it looks like for now they are holding on, but I'm hearing shots behind me, so let's see if that's actually an armor engagement.
Ooh, it's armor engagement.
Yeah, it is an armor engagement. Yep. And he's gonna get surrounded.
No, Mini and again.
And Terraria is gonna do. Oh, actually, they get one LEV though. That's not too bad.
No, and then the second one is heavily damaged from Squad 7, heavily damaged here.
Yeah, we
And
can see.
unfortunately, it was our favorite man, Big Daddy, going down on the LAV that went
Big
down.
Daddy going down. 53%
Yep.
arm, or 53% armor for the LAV-25. So fairly damaged, yeah. They are gonna definitely go back to main, so armor will not play a factor in the first minutes of the game, as we have a 2-for-1 for the side of the Germans. So armor showing off to be very consistent, or fairly consistent, I would say. Very good at engagements, armor to armor for German side, and for even with the US Marines. So yeah, really good asset to have a really good armor squad, you know. It's always handy when they can actually lay suppression over the enemies. As shipping yard is getting capped very slowly, let's see if train depot is actually gonna get contested or even capped by dads. It looks like, well, the only thing they need to do is hold the top floor, but everyone goes down. There's only one member, Elias, going down as well. The
Elias.
radio is gonna get knocked down by the members of the German squad. And
Yeah.
this is disaster for
Yep, this is
Swedish and
awful.
Italians. This is
Oof,
awful.
oof, oof.
They just lost their backup.
Yeah, now they're really gonna. Now they have to dig deep and find something to just pull. They gotta pull something out of the hat, to be honest.
Yeah.
Rotate squads and then just get them on raid depot. But as you see, as of now, it's no point of Le Petit being on Geneva Apartments. He needs to be on train where the action is actually taking place.
So
He
I think.
wasn't.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
He wasn't prepared for train depot to fall. So now he has to rotate everyone in the squad back there.
Yeah, and I think what was the major mistake here from Swedish and Italians was they kind of wanted to do the same tactic as the Germans did, so basically rush the fourth cup for each respective side and deny it from the enemy. But what they didn't consider is train depot is so much easier to clear out of enemies than Geneva Apartments is. There's so many places where you can hide in Geneva and still be inside the cap that is really unrealistic to actually think that you can clear off all the enemies and deny the cap. So I think that's where they were mistaken, and it really paid off for the German side as they're gonna cap the train depot.
It's just awful for the Swedish. They really got to take this back now. He's getting captured and has 60 tickets, and they can't afford any tickets. Like they got to spare everything they have, and now they're just losing, like straight up. Squad 6, they're trying to come in on the south side, southeast of the point, trying to.
It's actually 20 tickets. Oh no, actually it's not. Is it?
Yeah,
it's 20 tickets, I think, when you capped it for the first time, yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's just a major advantage that the Swedish cannot afford.
Yeah, it's map control, and just to remind you, Swedish and Italian players need to win by at least 134 tickets to win the match. So this is not the start they were hoping to get off from. But even though this seems kind of bad, I mean it is bad, but it also kind of opens up the possibility of a retake, so you can make the enemy lose more tickets and you can gain more tickets. So I guess it's a bit of a coin flip from the German squad, but they have the numbers in the train depot, and it looks like they're gonna be able to hold it for now. As Terraria and other member of GER look in the opposite direction. Let's see if they're actually gonna get it. No,
you get shot in the back, yeah.
And only the medic is left in the little gap. If they prone, they see his feet and he's dead. Let's see if they do.
Oh, they get him though. He gets first kill.
Yeah,
onto a Schlererlush.
Oh no! Please don't tell me he revives. No, you can't climb there, son.
Nope, you can't.
He's gonna rush.
He's gonna push somewhere.
Okay.
Oh.
No,
he's gonna go down.
Yeah, he's gonna go down. There was no hope for that push, unfortunately. As Mini and Carson are actually inside the cap for now, but the Germans don't really have that much of a control anymore over train depot, which is kind of interesting actually. Let's take a look at the map and see where the hubs are.
They tried for a hub close to train depot.
It did not work. Well, I mean, it got spotted, the radio at least.
Yeah.
Here with the war crimes. Peperata is one with the war crimes, and yeah, he's gonna shoot the dead bodies. Unfortunately, let's gloss over that, and let's go on to the German side, who's pushing the southern side. Sorry, of the train depot cap to clear it of Swedish and Italian players. Let's have a look if they can. I don't know. It's very spread right now. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell who's winning what. There's a lot of dead people. Kill-wise, it's actually going in the favor of Sweden and Italy for now, but it's really nothing major. It's just a couple of kills. It's 18 kills in such a long match with 300 and something tickets. Plus whichever cups you cap, doesn't really matter. 18 kills.
No, it's not enough anyway for the Sweden. They have to pull a bigger lead out of this.
Oh,
and
yeah.
now it's looking grim with train depot actually captured by U.S. Marine Corps here for from the Germans.
Yeah, well, tickets-wise, it is not looking good. They are basically kind of stabilized around the 50 marker, which is definitely not what they need. But I mean, the game is very long, so they can take this back. I'm sure they'll.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll put all the effort they can into it, and
Here comes the
I'm
cavalry.
sure they can.
Yeah, from the west now comes the cavalry. Squad 5 and 7 inbound on train depot with armor, looking to clear out the last Swedish pocket of resistance here on the inside. That's some much needed help for the Germans to pick off these last pockets of Swedish resistance, along with the Italians, of course. And the Germans have got their hab now up in train depot as well, and that is going to supply their defense enough for them to actually hold train depot. I think there's little chance of someone actually breaking through this.
For now, at least, I agree with you.
Yeah, for now at least, true.
Yeah, we have the remaining LAV driven by CAD and gunned by CAD and driven by Philly or Firas. And they're gonna go with the AAPV. Is that AAVP? Yeah.
AAPP, yeah.
AAPP. PP.
Yeah. Yeah. PP Poopoo makes
in honor
makes
of the fallen Raven.
Yep. In honor of him.
Imagine getting a job in outcasting squad.
Yep. It's not okay, man.
Yeah. We don't. Yeah. No. I don't like him anymore.
Oh god. Oh god.
No, yeah. But jokes aside, yeah. I mean, it's fair enough. Unfortunately, he won't be there tomorrow as well for GSL, which I was kind of hoping for. And we'll have to settle for Arma, I think.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry, guys. Guys.
Sorry for the disappointment, but someone is gonna get cursed, and yeah.
Yep. Someone's it's gonna be a very influenced game. Let's say that.
Yeah. Pretty sure Ark and First banned you from casting their games, so.
That sucks. Well. I think it's good.
After your last performance, probably for the best.
Yeah. True.
Okay, so let's go on with the armor. They're just raining a little bit of grenades onto the Sweden and Italian side. I'm not sure where everybody is, to be honest with you.
No, it's just really fun. You see squad 5 in the south on shipping yard. It's squad 4, Captain Sweden rolling around on the west side. Command is holding a hab to the west, and then there seemed to be a coordinated push going on from Narva Castle. They're trying to take those buildings to the east side, and then probably try to snipe off some blueberries, making their way on the roof there of train depot, or second floor, correction.
Correct. Indeed, and let's see if Ace can hold the shipping yard, because this is under threat as well, and the Russian ground forces are not really committing as many members as they probably should to this. This is getting very risky. Almost 2 squads from the German side are pushing into the cap as we speak, and shipping yard is under attack from them and is very much in danger for the Swedish and the Italians, and they need to realize this as soon as they can. They can't afford to let them start capping. They need to realize there's actually people pushing and on the cap. Total here is gonna be the man that needs to spot them, and he is the man right now. What the hell was that bunch of kills? Look at Troll for Fun. He just got, He just got 9 people.
What? Where is he? What is he doing? He's went engineer last round. Did he mine zone?
Yes, of course.
Jeez. Yeah, he definitely must have mine zone. God, what a feed. That man actually insane with those.
He killed a full death squad. I'm actually curious to see where he was. If you can spot him out for me, as we see an armor engagement right now going on between the IFV and the LAV. Oh, that's not gonna go well, is it? Nope.
Nope, it's actually not. He takes
That
the
goes
win.
boom. I'm not sure why they didn't shoot, to be honest. Oh, I think that was just some glitch. As CAD goes on with his rampage. Really good job by CAD, honestly, here. And Firas. I mean, they keep... These armor squads keep getting away with like 15 HP. It's crazy.
Oh, look at that as well. Yeah, you're right. There's just nothing left in that thing, but it's still rolling. As long as he got wheel and as long as he got an engine. I mean, he's just going for it.
Look at
he's
him.
got natural smoke forming behind the vehicle as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Natural camouflage.
There he goes for there he goes for the proper smoke. That's good.
Yeah, and he's gonna get out. I think there's no LAT. That's there is. Yeah. There is. Definitely not Holm is gonna get the kill. Really good spot there by him. Oh, we caught him on live. That was really good. Good job by him. Damn, he must be feeling pretty well about that. As the LAV goes down and both the crew members as well. And that's 10 tickets. And yeah, still looking grim for Sweden and Italy, to be fair.
True, actually. True.
Maybe a little bit less now. They have less tickets. Oh no, actually I'm lying because shipping yard is being completely destroyed and capped by the Germans.
Yep. And now you see that the hab that they have that is supporting their attack on shipping yard is actually also going to be crucial for taking power plant. And the Swedes don't have a hab ready for defending power plant. I mean, it's just going to be a steamroll at this point.
Oh god, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? One game is good, the other one is a steamroll.
Yeah,
doesn't
but
matter
I mean,
which
come
side.
on. They gotta be able to take this back. They can't be steamroll. They're 50 brains. They gotta put the brains together. 50 brains is better than one. I swear to God.
Well, it clearly isn't, because they're not responding as well as I thought. Like, there's no Swedish people or Italian people. They are all. What the hell is going on here? This is a pub game.
Yeah.
I think we joined the wrong server for the second game.
Are we really gonna go so dirty on them, saying it's a pub game, man?
No, I'm sorry, but I don't know why the squad is on the north side on church when your shipping yard is getting capped. I mean, unless you've just given up on it, you should probably defend.
Yeah, but, I mean, the rotate here. I mean, they don't have helo, so they can't just fly across the map. They actually got to drive there.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. And maybe the BTR, maybe Wizard is gonna look to pick him up at some point, but he has a long way to go there, and he probably is better off defending what remains of his caps, as shipping yard is gonna get capped very soon by the German soldiers. As yeah, that's gonna be a ticket lead, I believe. Yeah, it's gonna be a -2 ticket lead if I'm not mistaken. If shipping yard goes into the hands of Germany, which is gonna be the case.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be the case. They can't rotate enough players over there right now to actually get something going. They're trying to get off construction on the Golf 6 radio, Code 7, Mr. Dema, trying to get a hab up now. But I think it's far too little, far too late. And there the cap switch. And now everyone who's north of Castle or train depot is just running into nothing, or they're running to their death at least, or they gotta pass German players going south. I mean, they're just not there, and the train is already left.
Yeah,
I mean,
the human wave now. It's the human wave of German players.
Soviet tactics being used by the Germans here, people. It's amazing to see.
They're just migrating to the south, as you can see, as a flock of birds, and they're gonna take over a power plant very soon. Unless they are not. I don't know. They're just... Oh, yeah, there's a BTR roaming around, but... oh my god, that was a really bad miss by the LAT. But the other one gets a little bit... Oh, it's engined. Well, that's not great. Is Zater gonna get killed? Yeah, it's Zater gonna get killed as the BTR is... no, the BTR does seem to be still fine.
It seems to be good, but here comes Mini.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know.
Oh, he's gonna push his friend. He's gonna push his friend.
Just
that's
push him. Yeah, at least that's something. That's live cover. I call it live. Space armor. That's what it is.
Space armor, friendly armor.
Yeah, literally armor.
Friendly
Not even
armor.
a fucking vehicle. Just an
What
armor
a
as
play
power
there.
plant is going in the hands of the Germans, and this is absolutely disaster.
This is not gonna. I mean,
It's
they
not a
gotta
good
repair
show.
that BTR, but it's still not gonna do anything because there's not even a spawn for them.
Oh, there isn't. And
Well, I was hoping for a good match, but you see now, oh my god, look at Golf 6 have just came up and there's just streaming out the Swedish player out of the hab. And they're just all looking to reinforce this.
oh wow,
That is insane.
what a
Yeah, look
that's
at
the
that.
human wave we were looking for.
That's the human wave.
That's the human wave, the blueberry wave.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
but they see again, they get caught in a little position. One MG overlooking them or one player, and this all is brought to a halt, unfortunately.
oh yeah, look at
Price
this.
and Scorpion among them.
Price and Scorpion. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. He just said fuck and he just went away, and I totally agree with you, my friend. As power plant is getting up 2 chevrons as we speak,
Yeah.
and the tickets are 274 for the German side, and Swedish and Italian side is 129, so 150 ticket difference. It's massive.
That is
Okay, so
huge,
it is
I
still
mean.
recoverable at this time.
Yeah, if they just
If
not
they
lose
pull
tickets.
a miracle, it is still recoverable. I'm not calling it yet, as Corey is just gonna go in with the tiger and just try to, I don't know, distract someone. I'm not sure I've been at this point, but
Nah.
he's gonna get latted in his house, and yeah, he's gonna dismount. Let's see what he can do. He's an ARC member, he should be good, right?
Hopefully.
Oh, and it goes down. That's the caster curse we were talking about.
That's the
And
gas
yeah,
curse.
that's a page from the book of Raven, and yeah, it seems to be not wrong. As power plant is getting capped 1 chevron, and I think what the German players are really doing very well, and actually understanding fairly well, is they're not really letting shipping yard by itself. I mean, there's only 2 people in it as at this time, but
they're still holding some of the gap. Like there's 2 echelons, so that's
exactly.
major actually.
And there's actually quite a few players in the vicinity. So if it actually ends up being contested or capped, then they can instantly rotate back, and there's not gonna be enough members for Le Petit here, I don't think, to recap it to 1 chevron. 2 chevrons, and most likely 3 chevrons in a second as the 2 members enter the cap. No, it's gonna stay on 2 chevrons as 3 chevrons, there we go. And power plant is just getting absolutely capped at the speed of light. I don't think double neutral is possible here, Arma.
No, not even close. I think it's already gone neutral right and it's going up. So that's a 60 ticket bleed, and I mean, there's nothing turning it back after that point, unfortunately.
Oh no, no, absolutely
no.
not.
I think someone has had something to drink, because there now appears to be boats on land here. If you look to your map, to the west of power plants.
Oh yeah, those are usually those are mortar markers, but I don't know if anyone is using mortars. Yeah, that's usually what they use in the competitive scene for marking mortars. But
okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the case, because I don't know if German players have mortars actually. And if it is from the Swedes, then they're just tilting. So, oh no, it is from the Swedes, because we're on the Swede side, so they are tilting.
Yeah, true actually.
Yeah, unfortunate there. The 2 chevrons on the shipping yard. As you see, he's gonna run off, and I don't know for what reason. And he's gonna go down south, maybe try to get some rallies. But power plant is gonna get capped full speed from the Germans.
Any second now, and then
it's over.
Yeah, and it's looking grim.
And power plant is down. And it is over. 6 ticket lead for Sweden and Italy. Unfortunately, this is gonna be a steamroll. 306 tickets. Let's see if anyone is actually gonna give up. Their armor is gonna go in a little bit. The last fight for the armor. Let's see. Let's see who's gonna go down. And Wizard is gonna go down, as Big Daddy claims his victim from before, his revenge. No LATs in the vicinity to do anything about his health. I think it was like it's probably like 15 again. Let's see. It's 18. So very low, but still, that's what I said. LAVs are superior 1-to-1 for the BTRs, and that's what the Germans did really well last time, and the Swedes not really so much. But we'll talk about it in a few seconds, as the Germans win by 301 ticket. And well, there you have it. I don't know.
I gotta say congratulations to the Germans. I mean, they were just superior. It's just straightforward. They were more coordinated. They had the attack. They had the initiative in the start of the second round here. I think they just we have so much lead on the tickets. Let's just go for the cap and see if we can capture chain depot, and it worked for them. So massive props whoever shot called that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And here we are back into myself. That sounds very weird, but it is what it is. We have the winner of this edition of Clash of Nations. It was the Sweden players against and Italians, of course. My fellow Italians against German players, and the German players showed us how it's done, and they took the win. First match was actually fairly close until a certain point, and I was actually very, it was very fun to watch. The first match was really cool. I think just by a little bit, the Swedish players kind of missed the opportunity to bring back that game and actually win it, maybe. But the Germans had just had a little bit more timing and a bit more momentum, and they actually managed to get that game. In the second game, well, I mean, you saw it. It wasn't pretty. Let's just say
it was a slaughter. I'm sorry to say, but it was a slaughter of the Swedish side there. And I wished for more. I'm gonna say it. I wished for more, but I admired the dedication and the gamble that the German players did rushing that train depot cap.
Yeah. I think they understood fairly well how the other team was playing, dedicating, a lot of members to the center cap, and they kind of exploited that lack of commitment to the back caps, as we see a lot in competitive. That's why in competitive you have a full squad at least defending the back side of your cap, or just holding the flanks, right? Because they don't really know where to pass. Of course, this is a bigger game, so it's kind of hard, and it's the full Narva map, so it's kind of hard to actually cover all the flanks, or it's almost impossible. But nonetheless, that is what kind of brought the game into the German hands, and I mean, props to them. They were really, really committed to their strat, and it actually worked. And in the second game, as you just saw, I mean, it just worked really well for them. I think the first game at the beginning, it was a bit shaky. Or the mid game, I would say, the Geneva apartments got capped fairly fast by the Swedish and the Italian side, but they were still even with caps. So it was just down to kills and armor, and the German armor really showed up and stepped up this evening. And I don't know. I mean, the second round. Give us a bit of your analysis. What do you think Swedish players and Italian players could have done differently there to prevent that?
For the second round, I think that for me, it's like I didn't agree too much with the Swedish tactic of what they did. I think they should have rolled armor in on train depot due to the fact that I think that the Swedish side could have outplayed the Germans in the second round if they could have relied on sort of one-on-one players popping off and then rolling their armor into train depot, safing that. Okay, we got train depot under control. Now let's push as a coordinated team on towards Geneva apartments, and then let's win some gunfights and win some kills, and then we can start working away from there. Instead, it looks like they were just uncoordinated, and they were a little bit scared, tossing a lot of people on shipping yard, even though it got attacked. They tossed a lot of people on shipping yard, in my opinion.
Yep.
And it ended up backfiring, and they just got overrun on shipping yard and got caught in that building. And of course, they had a hab inside of train depot, but it did nothing, and it just punished them, to be honest. So, I mean, The Swedes are good players, the Swedes and Italians, but unfortunately, I think their tactics wasn't on point today, and they could have been they could have definitely analyzed the first game a little bit better, and then as well as thought that okay, we are not leading, and the Germans might play something really really trickier on us and really bold. So let's have our ears ready, and they didn't respond fast enough to that push that the Germans had on the trade depot, and it really paid off.
Yeah, and in my opinion, that's kind of. I mean, it's a bit hard to adapt over 5 minutes, you know, especially in such a big game. So I think it just has to be a bit reviewed. Just well, I mean, the second game was just a mess with people spawning on the northern side on church, while the shipping yard was being attacked, and you know, that was a bit of an oversight. Maybe it's just a little bit of a giving up from their side, but I don't know. Apart from that, you know, it was the first game was really fun. The second game very very short, about I think 10 minutes game maybe.
Yeah, that was unfortunately it's what we call a steamroll, and it was just a slaughter and a mess. And again, as you say, the Swedes didn't have good habs. They tried the hab on the point on train yard, which I don't agree with. I have found some different things that work better for train depot. Sorry. But hab on the point, unfortunately, today didn't pay off for them due to the fact they got proxied and then they couldn't reinforce the defense.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, do you have an MVP? Because I do actually. I actually
I
remembered.
Yes, indeed. MVP for today. I'm gonna go with CAD, or I wanted to say two. I was a little hard to judge who was best, but Armor Squads, Armor Boys got MVP for me. But if a player, definitely CAD in the Armor gang.
Yeah, I went for the same
there.
guy.
Yeah, CAD.
Yeah,
CAD.
he clutched it every time, and I think Armor was a big difference in these games.
It was a huge playmaker.
It is, and props to the German Armor. They really stepped up tonight, and they made the infantry lives so much easier. So yeah, I mean, do you want to add anything?
Well, I look forward to next time. Thanks for having me on the cast again, and I look forward to next time I get a chance to watch a Nation League. I might as well participate myself if I'm allowed into the Swedish team as a half Swede. Then I'll. And that is all for me, to be honest. I loved the game. It was fun and it was wonderful. I have my POV recorded, so I'll probably upload that as well.
Yeah. Well. Okay. So. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for the organizers of Clash of Nations. This was a privilege, and it was really fun. And you know, if you wanna check out my YouTube, it's down in the description, and I'm gonna upload the VOD there, and also in my Twitch. It's gonna be uploaded as soon as this stream ends, of course. And yeah, I think that's all. I have nothing else to say, so we'll see each other next tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow casting GSL at 2 UTC. So Stay tuned for that, and yeah, we'll see each other again. Bye bye. See ya.
Bye bye.